Hello, everybody. Welcome to some reading sprints for the Hollow Weekend Readathon. I, as per usual, am unprepared because I was just eating dinner, but I'm here now and going to get my life put together very quickly and get our timer ready to go for just a few minutes away from now and get us all set up. But happy Thursday evening or afternoon, depending on where you are. Very excited to be hosting some sprints this evening for Lexi. Whether you are participating in this weekend readathon or not, very happy to have you here. I know I also shared this in my Spooktober Discord, so we might be having some friends from various readathons hanging out tonight, and I am very excited about it. But feel free to let me know what y'all are. Sorry, making sure the timer is ready to go. Let me know what y'all are going to be reading tonight. And if you are doing Hollow Weekend, feel free to let me know what prompts you're reading or what room you are in right now for Lexi's haunted house that she made. I am kind of in and out of this readathon depending on what I have going on over the weekends, but I am currently working through the kitchen and I have a couple books that I'm reading for that this weekend. I'm getting my own books pulled up also because I am reading a couple different things, but my main goal for tonight is to make progress in Poisoned Ivy by Avarani. This is a cozy mystery romance. And then I also have an Irish Gothic horror book called Where I End by Sophie White. Both of these work for both the readathon that I'm hosting, the Spooktober readathon, as well as Lexi's Hollow Weekend game board. So I am rolling with it, hoping to make some great progress in both of those. We'll just be here for the next 3 hours or so. I think my game plan for this evening is to go ahead and do 3 40-minute sprints, give us enough time to read and be productive while not going on for super long, just because it is later in my time zone now and I have to go to bed. So my bedtime is relatively early. So we'll go for the next 2.5 hours to 3 hours and see how much reading and productivity we can get done. But it should be a great time regardless. And yeah, I'm excited to be hanging out with y'all tonight. So I'll go through and see what y'all are reading. And then we'll go ahead and get started with our first sprint in just a few minutes. But hello, Glenda. Welcome. Hello, Brittany. Welcome to Sprint. So happy you're here. Happy Thursday. I am reading A Smoking Bun by Ellie Alexander, number 18 in the Bake Shop Cozy Mystery Series on page 55. So fun. I hope you enjoy it. I feel like you deserve a good little break from all your thrillers, so I hope you enjoy that cozy mystery. See, hello, Stephanie. Hello, Vanessa. I've been on hopping in and out of your sprints while doing all the cleaning stuff this afternoon because my family's coming into town tomorrow. Reading Myers by Zephyr, Michael Myers' dark romance retelling. I love that. I was listening to you chat about it on your stream, and it sounds like it's a wild ride, so I hope you're enjoying it. Hello, hello. Hello, Mary. I'm reading Vanished by Dr. David Jeremiah. I hope you love it. Reading The Girl from the Silent Lake by Leslie Wolfe. I'll be curious to hear your thoughts on that one, Stephanie, if you share in the Discord. I have If I Go Missing by Leslie Wolfe on my shelves, but I haven't read it yet. But I've heard fun things about the author. I think the main one that I've heard about is The Surgeon, I think is what it's called, but I hope you enjoy that one as well. And hopefully eventually I'll end up reading my book that I also have by the author. Hello, hello. I'm hoping to finish My Things by Frederick Bachman tonight. I love that. I hope you enjoy it. My bestie Stasia read it recently. I don't know what she rated it, but I read Anxious People by him years ago and really enjoyed it. And I have a copy of My Friends right behind me on this shelf, but I haven't read it yet. Hopefully someday, though. Hello, Katie. I'm reading Let the Right One In. I hope you enjoy it. I am reading Dracula. Love that. I read that classic years ago and remember liking it. I definitely need something light after the emotional ringer Frida has put me through this week. Honestly, I feel that. I am reading a romance right now, and it's kind of a nice break from all of the horror and thriller and locked room books I've been reading. And it's a cozy mystery too. So it kind of, you know, does two things at once, but it's definitely cozier than some of the other books that I've read recently for Spooktober. Hello, I'm reading Murder Bimbo by Rebecca Novak. I'm hoping to make good progress in it. Love that. I'll go between Blood at the Root by Ladarion Williams and Deja Brew by Celestine Martin. Zephora. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I do hope you enjoy it. I love that, honestly. We're gonna go ahead and we'll get started with our first sprint at 10 past. We'll probably just go ahead and take some shorter breaks in between our 3 40-minute sprints. That way we can focus on getting some reading done this weekend to kick off our weekend on the right foot. I know that I'm already going to be busy this weekend, so I want to make as much progress tonight as possible. That way I won't be stressed out this weekend when all of my plans for other readathons that I'm doing start trending downhill. So hopefully we're able to get a lot done during these sprints. And yeah, I'm excited. Girl, I still misspelled it. Honestly, I love that for you. I think that's hilarious, and I'm sure I'm still not pronouncing it correctly. So I think we're just trying our best, honestly. And that's what matters. But I think my goal for tonight is to hopefully get to 50% in Poisoned Ivy. I have an arc of this book, and I just dropped the ball on reading these sometimes, like getting my arcs in on time, especially when they're directly from authors. So this book came out last Thursday or Friday, so I'm trying to like get it done as fast as possible so I can get reviews in at a good time still, just because I try to keep up with it as much as possible. So my goal is to get to halfway in this one, but it is a 400-page book, I think. So kind of a chunk, but that's all right. Thankfully, where I end is a lot shorter, and I'm hoping to make some good progress in it as well. I have a feeling it's going to be a very slow burn, but I've heard it's very dark and eerie and gothic, so I'm hoping that it ends up checking off all the boxes for me once I get a little bit further into it, but we will see. Just a heads up for my friends who are here who are new to my sprints. I do play lo-fi in the background, so feel free to mute me if you don't want that music going on, but I will have that going during our sprints. I've got our spooky timer all ready to go, and it's going to be a great time. So I'm going to go ahead and mute myself. We'll get started on our first 40-minute sprint, our first of 3, and we will chat afterward. Happy reading. All right, everybody. Feel free to let me know how y'all did during that sprint. I have been working on some writing stuff while listening to my audiobook of Poisoned Ivy, but I got to 42%, so hopefully I should be able to reach my 50% goal before we get off this evening. But I also was working on some writing revisions for a little writing contest that I had entered, and everybody who submitted something gets the chance to publish it in like a little short story collection. So I'm working on some little edits so I can get that submitted over the weekend. But so I got some reading done, which is great. I did get the audiobook for Poisoned Ivy for my arc. So I have the ebook pulled up and the audiobook, which is always very nice. But let me know how y'all did. And in a few minutes, we'll go ahead and hop into our next sprint. Hello, Brandy. I'm just now starting Phantasma. I love that book and I love that series, and I hope you do as well. I do think I don't know, that's a hard question. I think I rated Enchantra higher than Phantasma by like half a star. But both of them were so good. I hope you enjoy them. But if you don't, I'll also understand why. Got to page 159. Dracula and Ugh, this slow, creepy buildup is amazing. I need to do a reread of some of those gothic classics because it's been a minute since I've read one, but I do remember really liking it. I got to page 100 of A Smoking Bun. Very fun. Got to page 92 of my book. Love that. I always love to see all of the progress. For those of y'all who are here for my readathon, Spooktober, make sure to submit any books that you have finished this week or finished today because I will be doing a points update in like an hour and a half. So make sure that you do that. We have some teams that are really close right now. And we have one team who tonight is going to get a lot of points knocked off because of the ghosts who are working against them. So I'm very excited for this points update. But make sure you submit your books because all the teams are really close right now. So making some great progress, which we love to see. I will definitely check in the morning to see the points update. Yes, it's a fun one, but I'm just gonna give you a hint now. It's not so fun for our team today because the ghosts were attacking us. So as of right now, I'm just gonna kind of spoil it. I don't care. I'm one of the hosts. We'll probably have about 800 pages knocked off because the ghosts who are fighting against us read a lot today. So just a heads up, but we're still doing great, but we've never had 800 pages so far for this readathon knocked off. So it's kind of a big step backward, but I'm not worried about it, honestly. I'm hoping we can all escape the haunted houses before the end of the month, but my chart looks beautiful, so I just like sitting here and staring at it. Yeah, typically every other night, I think it's been like maybe 200 to 400 pages get knocked off, if that. But we had like 5 submissions for the Shelf Shakers, who are the ghosts who are working against our team. So as of right now, they've submitted 1,800 pages today almost, so we're gonna get between 800 and 900 knocked off, depending on what happens when I divide that number in two. I can't math in my head, so I'll let y'all know officially in about an hour and a half. But if you're here for Spooktober, yeah, there's some fun point updates happening in a little while. I read 10 pages of Alchemized, then played with my dog. I love that for you. That's a very large book, so I wish you luck in making progress in it. I think for the next sprint, which will start in just a couple minutes, I'm thinking. I think I'll go ahead and finish my chapter in my arc, and then I'm gonna go ahead and swap to where I end. I have a feeling that with this one, I'm only going to be able to handle a couple of chapters a day. It's not a super long book. It's 230 pages, but I have a feeling it's gonna get a little bit challenging to read, both because of content and then just like dialogue and stuff, because this book does take place in Ireland, and so like there is a lot of dialect and dialogue that's happening like in the language. So it's making for like a little bit of a more challenging read, but also very gothic and eerie at the same time. So I'm gonna probably just try to take it in chunks over the next couple days and try to finish it. But I think I'll probably go ahead and swap to this one officially for our next sprint, which we're just gonna go ahead and keep a 25 or a 25, a 40-minute sprint. For the rest of the evening, we'll go ahead and do 2 more 40-minute ones before I probably go ahead and sign off for the evening just because it is getting late here. But we will still be here for a while. I do plan to schedule sprints again at some point this next week. It won't be for Spooktober. I mean, it won't be for Halloween Weekend Readathon. It'll probably be geared towards Spooktober because this readathon, of course, takes place over the weekends for Halloween Weekend, and I haven't signed up for any more sprints for Lexi's readathon. But for Spooktober or just general reading sprints, I do plan to do some more, either Monday the 27th or Tuesday the 28th. I haven't decided yet, but there will be more coming up. And then I think Stasia and I will also be going live on Halloween. So feel free to set notifications, keep an eye out for those popping up because there will be more reading sprints coming from us, from me, before the month is up. I feel like this is the month of all of the super fun readathons, all the spooky reads, all the gothic reads, and it's so much fun. It's also so chaotic. And I'm excited to hopefully finish the month off strong before November continues to be crazy. We have the NetGalley November readathon happening as well, and then maybe December calms down, but also probably not because we have Bookmas. So we'll see. It's just all chaos, all the live sprints, all the content, and it's just a fun time being here. I don't know. It's just crazy. I like the 40 minutes. I think 40 minutes is a very solid amount of time to be able to get into what you're trying to do without having to immediately just jump back out of it. I typically do dice sprints on my channel. So I roll dice and then however many, like whatever number we roll, we read that times 5. So if we roll a 7, we read for 35 minutes. And the 2s or the 4s are really tricky to do because a 10-minute sprint or a 20-minute sprint is not super effective for me. It's hard to get into my book and then immediately like the timer goes off. So I think 40 minutes is great. I love it. Halloween sprints, I took that day off from work. My fam and I love Halloween, but have no hard plans until evening. That's how we are too. I actually think that we're just gonna dress up and sit in the living room to see if any kids stop by. This is our first year in our neighborhood, so I'm not sure kind of what the game plan is or if there's a game plan or if there are any kids who will be dressing up and walking around, but we thought we might just take it easy this Halloween. But it'll be fun. It'll be a great day, and I think that's our game plan because I do know that Stasia is off on Halloween, which is on Friday, which honestly works out great. But yes, this is the NetGalley November readathon. We are wrapping up Halloween Weekend sprints or Halloween Weekend sprints and the Halloween Weekend readathon in general. We're wrapping up Spooktober in general, and we're just going to go ahead and jump right into another readathon the next day. But it's going to be great. I'm very excited for it, honestly. This like the last 3 months of the year are kind of my favorite of the entire year. Just the jump from spooky season into the holidays is there's just something so, to me at least, so cozy about it, and I'm very excited to be officially in fall and to have it feel like fall outside and to be able to start getting ready for all of these celebrations that come with this time of year. I think it's going to be a very fun rest of 2025, but I can't believe we're already this far into the year. Like, I feel like we were saying happy 2025 a couple weeks ago, but it's already October, which is crazy. So we love to see it though. But all right, y'all, we're going to go ahead and jump into our next sprint. NetGalley November is, yes, non-competitive and relaxed. I'm very excited to be co-hosting it this year with a bunch of other amazing booktubers. It's going to be very fun. And I'll be hosting more sprints for that as well. So if you want to hang out with us some more and not participate in the readathon, that's totally great too. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and jump into our next sprint for the evening, and we will chat again in 40 minutes. everybody. Another sprint is done. Feel free to let me know what y'all did during that one or what you were able to read and how many pages you read. I got to page 46 of where I end, so I read about 30 pages during that one and am already almost to the 25% mark, and I am getting into it more, which is great. But I think that during our last sprint for the night, which we're going to do in just a couple of minutes, I'm going to switch back to my audiobook. I'm going to get some stuff prepped for potential filming tomorrow or this weekend. I want to film the other part of my November TBR and start prepping some Bookmas content since that's quickly approaching, and I like to start filming at least a little bit ahead of time. So I'll probably listen to my audiobook of Poisoned Ivy while working on all that stuff. So we'll go ahead and start our final sprint in about 3 minutes. Take a quick 5-minute break. And then we'll go ahead and just jump back into things for the last 40 minutes before I hop off for the evening. I did upload a book haul video today. I've been trying to be very intentional about hauls and unhauls this year. So every quarter of the year, I'm trying to upload a book haul as well as a book unhaul. And yeah, my book haul just came out today, and then my unhaul came out a few weeks ago. So feel free to go check those out if you like those kinds of videos. Hello, Yvette. Joining late, but just found your channel for Hollow Weekend. Reading Leave Me Behind and Making Honey Garlic Crock Pot Chicken. That sounds amazing. I hope you enjoy. I got to page 157 in a smoking bun. That'll be my last sprint. Time for me and the fam to finish our bedtime routine. 5:30 a.m. comes early. Thank you for the sprints. Thank you so much for joining, Jess. Always happy to have you here. And hopefully we'll get to chat again very soon. Got to chapter 13 of Blood at the Root. Very nice. I hope you've been able to make some great progress in it. We're just gonna go ahead, honestly, and jump into our last sprint in 1 minute. A little bit of a shorter break than last time, but I'm getting sleepy. I can feel my eyes like just kind of wanting to close. So we're gonna go ahead and just jump into our final one, and then we'll wrap things up afterwards. So we'll go ahead and do one more 40-minute sprint for the night, but keep an eye out, of course, for other Hollow Weekend sprints happening this weekend. I know that Lexi posted the sprint schedule on her community posts today. I also have the playlist for other sprints happening this weekend and throughout the entire month in the description down below. Should be the first thing that pops up, but there are also sprints happening tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Time from Deb at DG Reads, and then also 5 p.m. On Deja's channel called Deja's Book World. So feel free to go check those out. They should be, if they've already been like scheduled in that playlist that I have in the description. So go click on that, save those sprints if you're interested in joining some more tomorrow for Hollow Weekend sprints. I will also be doing more sprints at some point next week, so keep an eye out for those ones popping up. But for now, we're going to go ahead and just jump into our final sprint because I'm going to go to bed afterward. So let's go ahead and get reading one more time, 40 minutes. Grab a snack, grab a drink, and we'll chat once more in just a little while. All right, everybody. That was officially our final sprint. Let me know how y'all did or what y'all did during that one. I got to almost, I think, the 50% mark in Poisoned Ivy by Avarani, which I feel good about. That was my goal for the evening. Yeah, I'm exactly 50% of the way through it now, which we love to see. And then I have also been working on Bookmas content, and I have like my November calendar that I have now made because I'm trying to juggle a lot of things in November and December. I'm trying to figure out what Bookmas is going to look like for me this year. So, been working on some content stuff, and I need to start prepping now if I'm going to be able to do this in like the next month. So that was what I did during that final sprint. I'll give you all a minute to let me know how you did if you would like to share, but otherwise, that's all that I have for this evening. I do appreciate y'all hanging out with me for the last couple hours. I'm exhausted, so I'm probably going to go ahead and get in bed in just a little while after I do some points updates for the Spooktober readathon that I am co-hosting. I gotta go do that, but after that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed. So I appreciate y'all joining me. Again, there are more sprints happening tomorrow and all weekend. The playlist for Lexi's Hollow Weekend sprints is in my description down below if you want to go save those and turn on notifications for all the other sprints happening this weekend. And I will, of course, be back at some point next week for some more as well. Glenda got to 186 of my book, making some progress. I love that. Thank you so much for joining. But that's all that I have for this evening. I do appreciate y'all coming and hanging out. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, but hopefully I will see you all again very